Good morning, my name is Sophie Jean. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be painting and answering some questions that I found off the internet. So yeah, let's get into it. This is what I am working on. This is my reference picture. Let's start with the questions. Okay, the first one is how old am I? I'm 17 years old. My birthday is in January. I was born in 2008. And I pretty much graduated high school last year. Not really, I still did some classes this year, but I'm homeschooled, so it's kind of whatever. My mom is an English teacher, so we did English this year, and then I did a science class online. What are some of my passions or hobbies? I love to draw and do all kinds of art. It is one of my favorite pastimes. I'm really passionate about cats, which is going to sound really random because everyone loves cats. I know that. Not everyone, but there's not a lot of people that really hate cats. Adopting out cats and making sure they're taken care of, it's just something I'm passionate about and something I want to be a part of in the world, I have loved cats my entire life, so it's just something I've kind of always been interested in. Some of my other hobbies include I already said drawing. Music, I play piano. I have a couple different instruments. I have a harmonica. I play ukulele as well. And then I really like working. It's really fun. I love my job. So I'm going to include that in there, but it's not something I do on my days off, obviously, so it's not a free time thing, but I do love my job. I wouldn't say that I'm extremely passionate about my job, but it is something that I love. I love it so much. Which brings me to my next question. Where do I work? What do I do? I work at a local coffee shop in my town. I'm a barista. It's pretty easy. It's pretty fun. It's a silly little job, but it's really fun. And I love the people. It makes me sad that it's such a temporary job because I've watched so many people come and go and I've only been working there for 1 year. But I love everyone so much. They're so amazing. And the community out here is amazing. I just love everyone so much. There's some people that when you're working with people, you're gonna have some clashes. And I definitely have some of that where if I'm more efficient than someone else, I find myself getting a little bit frustrated. But there's no one that I absolutely despise working with. My favorite part of the job is probably the customer service. And I know a lot of people hate customer service and it's not really fun, but I love customer service. It's so interesting. Even if you have a bad interaction, you have a story to tell later. It's so interesting. Nothing is ever boring. And that makes me love it so much because I get bored with stuff pretty easily. But I don't get bored at my job. It's always been super fun. It's my favorite part. My least favorite part of the job is probably just when I'm on a shift that just cleans and you don't really interact with anybody. Because I'm a very social person, so it's hard for me to be alone all day while I'm working. Because my job is so social. I feel like I should be doing something social. And when I'm not, it's really sad. And I could be social on that shift, but I would be sacrificing the quality of work that I get done, and I do not want to do that. I want to do a really good job at my shift, and as sad as it makes me that I don't get to hang out with people the whole time, I would rather be really good at my shift than do a horrible job but have hung out with people all day. Because then I feel like I'm not doing my job, I get paid to do the job. It seems fair that I actually do it. What is my love language? This is tricky because I feel like a lot of people misinterpret my love language, but it's physical touch. And that does not mean that I like being touched by everyone. I do not like being touched by everyone. That is not something I enjoy. Let's be completely clear. If a stranger comes up to me and hugs me, I'm probably a little bit freaked out. I'm not oh, you love me. I love hugs. I love that kind of physical touch, but only with people that I am close with, not with random people. Not with people that want to hang out with me and haven't yet. It's only a love language if I love those people, My second one is words of affirmation, and my third one is quality time. Those ones speak for themselves. Nobody misinterprets those. Everyone misinterprets physical touch, meaning that you're probably really touchy, really flirty, really whatever. I am none of those things. Alright, moving into my next set of questions. My favorites. What is my favorite book? It's hard to say because I love so many books, but it's probably Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. It's a romance novel, but it's beautiful. It's amazing. I love that book so much. I also really loved The Great Gatsby and Fahrenheit 451. I know those are like school books, but Fahrenheit 451 is so interesting because it was written in the 20s and most of it is kind of accurate to today's world, and I love that. And then The Great Gatsby, the message it sends is really interesting. I love the idea that you can have everything you want in this world and still have nothing. I love that message. It's really interesting. I like thinking about stuff like that. What is my favorite TV show? I really liked How I Met Your Mother, and I also really liked Doogie Howser. I watched Doogie Howser because I loved How I Met Your Mother and Barney in How I Met Your Mother. They're really different and opposite shows. Not really, they're both comedies, but I love them. And I also loved how they'd like bring something up in one season and then forget about it. They'd be like, oh no, not yet. And then like 2 seasons later, they'd bring it back up and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot. That's so interesting. I really wanted to see that. If you've ever watched it, you know what I mean with the goat. But if not, you have to watch it. It's really good. My favorite concert? I've only been to a couple concerts. I was at the Jonas Brothers concert. I went to Tracy Byrd, Ela Young Band, George Strait. That's not it, but that's all I can remember. I think there's like 2 more. But my favorite... I went to the Lee Brice one and Gary Allan, Hunter Hayes. And I loved all of those. I love country music, if you can't tell. Country music is probably one of my favorite genres. My favorite concert was probably Lee Brice because my favorite song of all time is I Don't Dance by Lee Brice, and he played it acoustic on the piano then. It was beautiful. It was raining hard and I didn't have a good jacket, and so I did get sick after, but it was worth it. It was so worth it. This is what we're working with. I just got like a wash down on it. But you can see him now. Yay! What is my favorite family tradition? I have a couple. I love Thanksgiving. I love going and hanging out with all of my family. And we'd always go to my grandma's house and do that. Another family tradition that I really loved is Christmas Eve. We go to our grandparents' house and do like Christmas with them, so that on Christmas Day we get to just stay home with our family. And it's really nice because then I get to hang out with my grandparents, which I love, and I get to hang out with my family the next day, which I also love. Overall, it's just a really fun, those are my favorite. They're really fun traditions. Okay, moving on to some of my dislikes. My least favorite movie, The Wrong Missy, was completely disturbing to me. I do not like that movie at all. It will always, I watched it like 3 years ago. It will always be my least favorite movie. It's just so, it's supposed to be like comedy that makes you uncomfortable, and I do not like comedy that makes you uncomfortable. And I was sitting there like, ugh, do I have to watch this? Like, it's not interesting. My least favorite book. I don't think I have a least favorite book. Like, I probably do have a book that I didn't enjoy reading, but every book that I've read has been somewhat interesting. I don't think I've read a book that's like movies where they're just kind of like for entertainment. Like, even like the romance novels I read have a message they're sending. And even if you hated the book, there's still the message. I personally don't have a least favorite book. What's my biggest pet peeve? I think being late. I cannot stand when someone is like 4 hours late to something and didn't tell me. Just tell me you're gonna be late. I don't care, but the waiting around for someone to get there and then they don't for like hours, that makes me so mad. I can't. That's my biggest pet peeve. Okay, this is what I have so far. It's a little silhouette. Alright, well that is all of my questions for today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.